Welcome to Standard Chartered Money Insights, a podcast series by Standard Chartered Bank that brings you market views and insights on the go.
Welcome to Cut to the Chase. This is Thursday, the 12th of January. I'm Daniel Lam, your host for the podcast. It is always good to hear the questions that clients raised during the client events. The one question that always comes up, but it is not explicitly covered by our CIO publications, is the property sector outlook in Hong Kong and Singapore. So let us revisit our answers at the panel discussions on this topic. On Singapore properties, the main factor at play is, of course, the mortgage rate, which is near its 15-year high. Naturally, higher servicing charges is negative for properties. However, property prices have been very resilient. Why is that? Well, it is because of the very tight supply out there. In other words, there are not enough apartments to go around for the potential buyers. This tight supply is a strong supporting factor for Singapore properties. And it is not a factor that you can easily alter overnight because it takes time to build units. For Hong Kong, because of the US dollar Hong Kong dollar peg, Hong Kong is really following the Fed's monetary policy. And that means higher mortgage rate due to the rising interest rate as well. Residential property prices were down roughly 15% in 2022 due to the tough macro environment plus strict COVID policies. However, the reopening in mainland China and the mass relaxation in COVID policies is likely to be a saving grace for Hong Kong properties in 2023. So now, let's talk about timing. Does that mean that one should be piling into Singapore and Hong Kong properties right now? Well, the one common underlying headwind for both is the interest rate. And that we would need to observe what the Fed is going to do. Despite the slowing wage growth, the Fed still appears to be quite determined in squashing inflation. So it really comes down to how soon the impending recession is likely to come in the US and how quickly the Fed may look to pivot. For those looking to buy properties in Singapore and Hong Kong, the first half of 2023 is a time for quote-unquote window shopping in the properties that you fancy. And then you may consider pulling the trigger in the second half of the year when our CIO team predicts a potential Fed pivot. That is all from me for today. As always, if you enjoy this podcast, please don't forget to rate and like it. Thanks for listening, and we wish you a happy day ahead.
Thank you for listening to Standard Chartered Money Insights, a podcast series by Standard Chartered Bank. For more details on the latest market insights, subscribe to Standard Chartered Money Insights.